Oh yes, just on the dot, ladies and gentlemen. This is the long-awaited show, the Vibrant Morning Show. The big boy here, call me Ocheng Geoffrey Onyang. Welcome on this date, number 4 of April 2004, 24. And today, in fact, a number of things have been made for you. Just as you always know, I have a lot to at least give you one-on-one on Btv Kenya, your home live TV. But before I go further, I know you have been waiting long to actually be aware of the training areas within the county and within the country globally as well. Today with me here, it's a very beautiful morning, so vibrant, and it is so-called Eden Hill purified drinking water. Okay. Basically, this is actually what I want to also chip into, because no diarrhea, no complaints, no fever, ladies and gentlemen, no chemicals on the purified drinking water, always known as Eden Hill. And for real, this is the only water that if you find for drinking, your health will be substantively enough. Just to confirm with you today, the composition that has been given upon this water, you can get at a percentage some chloride that's actually good for the strengthening of your bones. If at all you take this, no complaints after taking this, because it also entails a lot of iron in it. Iron is buried right in here, and the so-called phosphorus, so some of the composition that is within this, and sulfate also here, and some T, D, and S, ladies and gentlemen, and the manganese also here. So we believe that the moment you'll have the Eden Hill drinking water, ladies and gentlemen, this will be your big day. Find us on Eden Hill. Okay, purified drinking water on the phone numbers that I will be giving on air. That is 072635 351376. You can as well find us on email at edenhill@gmail.com. This is the biggest show, of course. Welcome and welcome again. Just as usual, ladies and gentlemen, let me again have a taste of the Eden Hill water. Your water, your life. And I always say that your command is our feeling, and you're okay. Right on the newspaper review today is about the AU job report and inside Ruto's deal with Ghana on Raila. So Nairobi is as at now is embarked at Accra to see into the job of the AU. This is also an issue that has really gone viral on social media, ladies and gentlemen, as Kenya to reproscate by supporting West African nations' battle for influential Commonwealth position. So the East African countries and the West African countries, you see now Ghana is coming in, and there is an initiative that is being pushed by His Excellency Dr. Samoei William Ruto in support of Azimio leader Raila Odinga on the AU job bid. As we continue, ladies and gentlemen, just on the same, you remember just the previous day, apart from being that Kenya gave a candidate who is going to vie for the AU position, the East African, the West African, the countries are coming together to see that Raila is embarked on this bid of the year chairmanship of the AU. Just on the same, on the People Daily, in the review of the paper, grade 9 to remain in primary school, says PS. Now Education PS Belio Kitsang dismisses claims learners will be moved to secondary schools rule. That is according to Kipsang, who says there's no need of the CBC grade 7, 8, and 9 be given their own setup, and that they need just to remain within the primary section, ladies and gentlemen. So Education Principal Secretary Belio Kipsang yesterday put an end to debate on where grade 9 will be domiciled, declaring it will remain in private schools. He also declared there will be no changes to the structure of competence-based curriculum. So the PS dismisses reports that grade 9 will be moved to secondary school section, saying is not anything in the ministry in the ministry's discussion, adding that 93% of the Kenyans decided through the Presidential Working Party that junior school be domiciled within the primary school sessions. He affirmed to the ministry that the ministry will live to Kenyans' expectations, with no changes whatsoever being made on junior secondary schools currently domiciled in primary schools. Ladies and gentlemen, as he was addressing the public yesterday, the PS said that the definition of a junior secondary school is grade 7, 8, and 9, and we are not about to change that because we do not even have any way or a window to change it. If 93% of the Kenyans said it, then how can we wake up in the morning and have something else? It is not anything in discussion. Grade 9 will be in the current place that junior school is domiciled, and we all know where that is. So the PS, as he was now addressing the public after the big meeting had been held under the Ministry of Education, ladies and gentlemen, in discussion on whether the grade 7, 8, and 9 will be domiciled within the primary section, or that they were to be given their own set up for learning, ladies and gentlemen. As we continue, the KICD Chief Executive Professor Charles Ongondo explained that the CBC structure is informed by cognitive developmental theory, which basic education arrangement being that learners spend 2 years in pre-primary, 6 years in primary, 3 years in junior school, and another 3 years in senior school. Hence, 2, 6, 3 structure. The areas have to match the development milestones of the children who are the targets of the learning system. Ongondo previously explained that while he was undergoing the session of discussion of this big issue, ladies and gentlemen. We continue. It's also quoted that we may not have an opportunity to do what we are doing when we were transitioning to junior secondary, but I can assure you that we will be better prepared both in engaging with our teachers and learners to appreciate what they are expecting as they move forward. So Kipsang continued saying, now Kipsang said that the CBC implementation is well on course, and in the next few days the ministry will roll out about 16,000 classrooms for grade 9 coming forth. So we know how many classrooms each school will require. We want to harmonize our schools so that the differences between classrooms and laboratories and we will standardize schools so that environment they are in prepares them. He explained. There is the PS still talking, ladies and gentlemen. So that is according to the Minister of Education, the PS Kipsang, making in the public domain, ladies and gentlemen, the importance of this junior secondary school being in the section of the primary school, and that people are quite a number of Kenyans, around 93% says that there's no need of the grade 7, 8, and 9 be taken out of the primary section. So just as we had explained there before, is that they will, for that matter, resolute that the grade 7, 8, and 9 will be domiciled within this primary section, ladies and gentlemen. Kipsang said that the stakeholders' engagement will, among others, issue deliberate on how learners will move from grade number 9 to senior school, which comprises of grade 10, 11, and 12 in terms of pathways and how they will be placed. This was addressed on this page. So the Daily People Nation, this is where you will get a number of issues based on how the structure of the competence-based curriculum is synchronized, ladies and gentlemen. Just within the same People Daily, on page number 3, which talks about Nyamira traders protest power. Nyamira traders protect power's backhouse. You remember Kenyan Power Company is on the spot of the frequent blackout in Southians. So Southians counties have been alleged to have been out of power. The blackout have been seen there totally, and now they got out. The Nyamira traders, these Nyamira county traders, came out on a strike, saying that the Association of Business in Nyamira County has demanded that the nation power supplier resolves the issue of frequent power interruptions that they say has seriously affected the operations, ladies and gentlemen. And this not just for the first time. It is an issue that has been addressed not once, that the power blackout. You remember the other day, the government of Kenya Kwanza alleged that this time, apart from the Kenya, the KPLC, the Kenya Power and Lighting Company, being the only company that supplies power within the country and outside, some private institutions should be initiated within the country so that that stiff competition of power supply can be seen. And this will bring the country into stability, since the two companies, the private section will again work upon towards its betterment, as the the KPLC will as well work on their side, and I think power will be there. So this issue has been addressed from Nyamira County, just as I've made it to you. So the blackouts have also been associated with the frequent cases of robbery and shop breaking over the recent past incidents, which they say happen under the cover of darkness. Usually on normal basis, ladies and gentlemen, you find that these people who break into houses or into shops or into traders' apartments get there when there is blackout. Thieves always do it at night, and that when the dark is there, then they do it better, and this will actually cause loss and loss of businesses within the country, and outside. Now, Barongo said the blackout were being witnessed on nearly a daily basis on the same in Nyamira County. So something he noted was not even communicated to the people is that ladies and gentlemen, it is very disappointing that the company has never undertaken to explain the residents for them to know why we are having the regular blackouts. Otherwise, we would have adjusted to find an alternative energy. And just as I said, the alternative energy is bringing in these other private farms, which will again come into the supply of power within the country. That's some of the issues that have been addressed on this page number 3, ladies and gentlemen, on the People Daily. Babu files motion to impeach Nakumisha. Okay, it's so nice. This is so hot, ladies and gentlemen. The Vibrant Show, of course, on Btv Live, your home live TV. The Eden Hill drinking purified water is here for you today. As we continue, Babu, the Embakasi East MP, says the Health Cabinet Secretary should be removed from office for incompetence. So this has also been addressed over here, that Nakumisha has not been so competent in the office. Embakasi East. Babu Owino addresses a press conference in Nairobi yesterday on ongoing doctors' strike affecting the health section one-on-one within the country. So Embakasi East MP Babu Owino wants Health Cabinet Secretary Susan Nakumisha sacked from alleged incompetence. In a notice of nation to the clerk of the National Assembly, Samuel Njoroge, the MP is also citing gross violation of Article 26, Chapter 26, 1 and 43 of 1 of the Constitution by CS on the right to access health care and the right to life. So, pursuant to Article 152 of the Constitution, as read with the Standard Order 66, I wish to notify you of intention to move a special motion for removal of the Cabinet Secretary for Health from office. Owino wrote in the letter titled Notice of Motion for Removal of the Cabinet Secretary for Health, Susan Nakumisha. Now, the lawmaker who joined the striking doctors for a press conference in the city yesterday claimed that the ground for removal of the CS are based on her hardline stand in regard to the issues raised by the medics on the 2017 Collective Bargaining Agreement, CBA, that's yet to be implemented. Owino also claimed that his move to call for the dismissal of the CS is based on allegations that a number of Kenyans have died as a result of the ongoing strike, which has also sacked in the clinical officers. So a number of clinical officers, ladies and gentlemen, are found to be resting at home just after the CS Nakumisha failing to support areas of jurisdiction as purported on this latest, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the second time the MP is calling for the sacking of Nakumisha within a week. Last week, after the Cabinet Secretary remarks at a burial in West Kenya, Owino joined a number of Kenyans who took the various social media platforms to criticize her. Now, it has been in the public domain that Nakumisha in one or two areas has not been competent, and on this area, the Embakasi MP Babu Owino is coming to join the public in the strike issue, that he says that it's going to file a case to her dismissal. Last week, just as I was saying, there was an exhibition of which the doctors were seen striking. And yesterday, the MP revisited his criticism, claiming that the CS had exhibition incompetence in that she failed to honor the CBA between the government and the directors. Now that has also been addressed, ladies and gentlemen. The Daily People and the Vibrant Btv Kenya. We are proceeding one on page number 5. See at about 42 minutes after 9 a.m. on this 4th day of April 2024. We are hearing, making you understand, making you know. We're giving hints on what is that on the newspaper review for today. There is also an issue here that I wanted to actually address today. That was an area I wanted to address today, and that is about Raila hits out at Kenya Kwanza leaders over NADCO report. This has also been addressed here. The NADCO report previously, ladies and gentlemen, it was that the government of Kenya Kwanza, in association with the opposition, that is opposition headed by Honorable Raila Odinga, came to an agreement. This MOU that was made was to be followed strictly by both the opposition leader and the government of Kenya Kwanza. Azimio la Umoja, Raila Odinga, representative, comes in telling Kenyans that the government has now failed to follow or do affirmative action on areas that were based on the first discussion that was made and was signed by the chief executive officers of the office of the president. Now, ODM leader Raila Odinga, CG Edwin Shifuna, and party deputy leader Wycliffe Oparanya, during a press briefing after the Central Committee meeting at Capitol Hill Square yesterday. So they got to address the public. Opposition leader Raila Odinga's Orange Party in accusing Kenya Kwanza political hankers of derailing the implementation of the National Dialogue Committee NADCO report. So this even as the party demand that individuals who were picked to head some UDA party organs signed as the state officials, ladies and gentlemen. And now, the big question up to this extent, the government, through His Excellency the President William Samoei Ruto, is supporting Raila on the bid of AU chairmanship. As of now, you see, the opposition as well, through His Excellency Raila Odinga, is now still pushing on the NADCO report, which is for me as the presenter, I mean, they are not a core intact, because the government brings it the other way, the opposition sees it this way. Will this support of the AU chairmanship of Mr. Raila Odinga be successful if the government of Kenya, through His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, would not be support? As you are seeing into that, the ODM Secretary General and the Nairobian Senator Edwin Shifuna, in a statement, said that the party is concerned over development in UDA, where public officers paid by taxpayers for all political informations, ladies and gentlemen, that have been appointed to political party positions. Now, this one was as well made. As I was talking to say that we are staring at the return of the party state yesterday, last seen in the 1980s, where party leaders and public servants were one and the same thing. We take the position that that this development is wrong. It is a public servant who are one by then, and the same thing. So that has also been addressed on page number 5 of the People Daily, ladies and gentlemen. As we continue here, Arin is free milk for 41,000 ECD learners in Trans Nzoia. So the ECD learners, about 41,000, have been issued with packets of milk in Trans Nzoia County. So the county government of Trans Nzoia has launched a free milk program for early child development education ECD centers across the county in Trans Nzoia. So the 70 million program is expected to benefit around 41 pupils in 434 centers across the county. Each learner will get a packet of milk twice a week. Speaking during the launch at Kitale Township Primary School yesterday, Governor George Natembeya said that the program will help address malnutrition among the people and ensure their general well-being, even as their education needs are met. So Natembeya called on to ensure no packet of milk finds its way out of the learning institution. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm urging teachers to help protect this program for us to achieve the intended objectives. Let teachers ensure no lone learners takes milk out of school compound. So it's something that has to be consumed just within the school compound on daily basis. Now, the milk should only be taken at school, he said. So, ladies and gentlemen, the program had earlier been piloted in 50 centers at a cost of 8 million. 21 members of County Assembly Daddy were hailed the county administration for their commitment towards ensuring ECD sector ranks among the best of the country. He cited the recent placement of 800 ECD teachers on permanent and pensionable terms as a noble move. One, ladies and gentlemen. So this comes as the county has put in place plans to employ another 160 teachers on the same terms. All right. So if you find time, ladies and gentlemen, check on People Daily Nation, and you'll find the newspaper laid over there. CS Courier opens war with the Wamatangi. I find this so fantastic, and for that, let me get to Eden Hill, purified drinking water for this study. So it's something that actually it's amazing. You know, Mr. Korea, Honorable Korea, I should say Honorable Korea, and Wamatangi, they've not been in good terms all along, as they criticize mostly on areas that Mr. Wamatangi is doing honorable and Mr. Korea. And the previous day, ladies and gentlemen, you found that Mr. Korea had been alleging that Wamatangi is not doing the right thing. Let's see what's happening today, and has been addressed on the People Daily. So, Public Service Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria has declared that he is not interested in Kiambu governor's seat in the next general election. Kuria took a swipe at Governors Kimani Wamatangi over what he termed as attempts to block development projects he initiates for the county. That is one of the areas that has been attached over there. So in his words, mwambie awache kupinga kila kitu naleta. Anaona kama nasimama, sitaki kiti ya gavana, wakati naenda kutafuta ananizuia kwa sababu anafikiria nasimama gavana. Sio mimi ninakosea, sio mimi sitasimamia kiti cha ugavana. Wamatangi, mimi sitasimamia kiti cha ugavana. Ni watu wa Kiambu So tell him to stop opposing everything I bring in Kiambu because he believes I want that seat. I do not want the governor's seat. When he stops me, he does not wrong me, but I will wrong the people of Kiambu County. So that's Mr. Kuria talking about Wamatangi being obstacles almost every time. Being that Mr. Kuria or Honorable Kuria has been working towards the progress of projects within the county. So that's also touched there. So Honorable Kuria, who was speaking in Lari when he attempts the burial of Mama Jane Jerry Nganga, 90 years, said Wamatangi frustrated efforts to construct an industrial park, and now the National Youth Service Mashinani program is stopped. But even as he made the remark, the CS said both former and current elected leaders must respect one another, since there is a lot of work to be done to improve the lives of the people. So as a minister of, from Kiambu, I must say we should respect each other. Those who were previously elected should respect those who are now on various seats. Words respect should respect their MPs. And now ward reps also should respect the MPs, and also the governors should respect the MPs, he said. So, ladies and gentlemen, Eden Hill purified water. Quench your thirst today. Btv Kenya on the session of newspaper review. Because of time, ladies and gentlemen, about 5 minutes time, I'll be tuning out of this program. And before I leave, I want to show you maybe an area. There's an area here on Ruto makes deal with Ghana on Raila top AU job. This is a deal that His Excellency Dr. Samoei William Ruto is making towards the AU job bid on Raila Odinga. So in a scratch my back and I will scratch your back. Kenya will support Accra's bid for Commonwealth Secretary General's post. So this is an also area that has also been addressed over here, ladies and gentlemen. As we proceed further and further, President William Ruto and his Ghana counterpart and host Nana Akufo-Addo at the Jubilee House, the office of the president in Accra on Wednesday. The two leaders witnessed the signing of 7 MOUs aimed at strengthening ties between Kenya and Ghana PS. So Kenya yesterday struck a deal with Ghana, which will see Accra support Raila Odinga's bid for the African Union Commission chairmanship. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's also been addressed over here. So, in return, Nairobi will support Ghana's candidate for Commonwealth Secretary General position. It's not just for a matter of doing things. Now, the Ghana's president, Akufo, is as well making an MOU with the Kenyan president, Samoei Ruto, on the basis that if Ghana will be able to support Raila on the AU job chairmanship of the commission, then Kenya has also be ready to support Ghana on the Commonwealth candidature. That is as addressed on this page. So in return, Nairobi will support Ghana's candidate for Commonwealth Secretary General position. So President Ruto confirmed that Ghana has accepted to support Raila's candidature for the position of chairmanship of the African Union Commission 2025 to 2028, which has been initiated following a comprehensive stakeholding engagement process across government. So that has also been addressed over here. In 4 minutes time, I will be checking out, ladies and gentlemen, to give a stop to the Vibrant show this morning. But before I get there, I thank you most sincerely for accepting the support. Kenyan's candidature for position of the chairperson of the African Union Commission. Kenyan's candidature is informed by our leading role in enhancing and sustaining the Pan-African agenda in terms of independence and sovereignty, peace and security, development and prosperity, as well as sustainability and climate action. We hope to work with all as we try to achieve Agenda 2063. Ruto said during a meeting with his Ghana's counterpart in Accra yesterday. Now he continued on our part. Have assumed President Nana Akufo-Addo that Kenya will support the Republic of Ghana of the candidature of Shali Bochwe, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, for the position of Secretary General of the Commonwealth for the period of 2024 to 2029. Candidates for the position of the next chairperson of African Union Commission would be nominated by the East African regional states in accordance with the statute of AU Commission, rules of procedure, African Union policy organs, and decision of the Assembly of Heads of State and Government, ladies and gentlemen. So the two heads of state yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, discussed and agreed that the reforms are needed to give African fit-for-purpose institution for the effective implementation of Agenda 2023. This includes the need of restructure of the African Union organs, the conclusion division of labor between the AU Commission organs, specialized agencies and regional economic committees, as well as the need of a streamlined agenda of assembly to cover strategic issues, among others, ladies and gentlemen. And this marks the end of the newspaper review today on 4th day of April 2024, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in touch with the Btv Kenya Live Home Live TV. Not forget that today there is here with me is the Eden Hill water, purified drinking water. This water here will give you health. I said that the composition of water, according to the company here, is chlorides, ions, nitrate, sulfate, TDS, and manganese. This will strengthen your body, your teeth, and you'll be able to be fine. The moment you'll be having this water, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be a happier. Somebody's asked me the question that now, TV presenter, where can we get this water? The Eden Hill water is found within Migori County, Suna West sub-county. As of now, you can as well reach us on phone on 0726351376, as well as 0734938989. Somebody can as well reach us on email at Eden Hill Springs @gmail.com. You can as well find us on, you can just make a paper, do some writing, put it on social media platform, then you shall be able to meet us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest show so far. I'm so happy about your conduct each and every morning, beginning 8 to 10 every morning, here in for the Vibrant show. Of course, I know things gonna be good. Call me Ochieng Geoffrey Onyango. Goodbye for the day.